Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Black Cats TV with me, Conrad, and Mike. Seamless that way? Yeah? No? No?
It's never going to be seamless.
I move rooms like every time, and the camera stays the same, yet I still go. I'm trying to I just don't know. I need to work it out one time and just put like, this is your left. This is left. Who knows? Anyway, you don't tune in for this. Mike, how have you been?
They do tune in for this. It's exactly why they tune in. I'm good. Busy. It's Sunday, so I've been up since 5 a.m. doing the car boot sales and grafting and what have you, and had a power nap before this. I'm selling, not buying, but I did pick up a 30p keto diet book because I've revived my diet channel, so I'll start cooking.
There you go. Good idea. Good idea. Well, just while we're here, before we get into the influx of rumours and outflux of rumours, if you will, around transfers, while you're here, could you hit the like button for us? And if you're not subscribed, please do so. Really helps us out. And now we don't have to talk about it throughout the rest of the video. We might, but we don't.
I'm going to talk about it through the entire video because last time 5,000 of you watched our transfer video and 5,000 of you have not subscribed yet. So come on, get a grip. It's free.
It was just me refreshing the video after every 10 minutes. That's all it was. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind, chuck us a subscribe, please do so. Right. Transfers. So I think on our last video, we were talking about Ben Brereton Diaz. We talked about Tom Cannon. So we've had, I don't want to say an update from looking around at the rumours. Again, we're just weathermen. We're just reading out what we see.
No, we're not. We have all original sources.
Yeah, Shush. All original sources. Philly's down at it's a different channel. Is down at the academy right now watching them. It seems like everything's gone a bit quiet on Tom Cannon at the moment. I don't see many articles or news pieces claiming to be in the know about his transfers. I did see the other day someone posted an image from someone else's phone saying Sunderland, and they were claiming it was from Tom Cannon. I did see the rumour saying loan with an obligation of 13 million if we get promoted with him to buy him. Yeah. But apart from that, it's all gone very hush hush. In the same sentence, when we were talking about Ben Brereton Diaz being a possibility, he was at Bramall Lane on Saturday watching the game. So I don't know if that's just him playing, this is where I want to be, or if that was part of it as well. But have you heard anything about them too that we spoke about the other day?
Yes, just today. Mr. Scott Wilson, the chief sports writer for the Northern Echo. Sunderland are set to suffer a double transfer blow with Tom Cannon and Ben Brereton BB Diaz. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Both on the verge of completing moves to Sheffield United. So completely rugged pulled out from under us by Sheffield United, who are obviously the front runners in the table at the moment. So they have that pulling power there, but I wouldn't call it a bigger club than us. I wouldn't say they've got better facilities or anything like that. Plus, have you been to Sheffield?
I wonder if maybe it could potentially be wages. They've got, obviously, is it parachute payments, still money from previous ones? They might be able to chuck a bit more money at them or talking about deals for them when they're in the Premier League, as opposed to, because we'll still, even though we seem to be flashing the checkbook a little bit more than we've ever done in the past few years.
Committing to a lot of money. If we'd have got Cannon and the fact that we've got Lafay, we were committing to like a combination of 30 million nearly.
Yeah.
More than 30 million if we go up.
Yeah.
And the worrying thing about that is, does that mean we'd go up and have no money to spend because we've pre-spent it all?
It's certainly an interesting one. I think it could be, and I was going to say about how is this same money going to be thrown into their wages? We know from previous seasons, 15k seemed to be the sort of upper limit of our wages, because I think Dak was one of our highest earners at the time he was here for last season. So I don't know if anything's changed. I know we're paying all of Lafay's wages while he's here at the moment.
It's going to be something they're going to have to get used to. It's going to be shock factor, right? You go into the Premier League wages.
Yeah, you can't keep
them about to grow
on their you can't keep them on their deals as they are, because I imagine Luke O'Nine's on a decent amount. I imagine for where he is and where he was in League One, but I can't imagine him being fine with that again if we get to the Premier League and he's still a starter with us, and we keep him. But those are the two sort of the main rumours from the last video that we did. The only sort of update, if any, that we've had on them is that Diaz was at Sheffield United. Cannon's all gone a bit quiet since they were talking about the 30 million, and you said that the Northern Echo has said that both seem to have suited.
Both been going to Sheffield United, yeah.
Okay,
and that's as fresh as today. The moment.
Yeah. Now, the only other one I saw, which was, this isn't one that we talked about last time. It's one we talked about a few weeks back on here. I'm just scrolling down on it here, but it tends to be coming from a lot of Scottish ones on here. There's the Celtic Star. I think there was Glasgow World as well, looking at it on here. But a few weeks back, we were linked with Lewis Barry, who was on loan at Stockport, I believe, from Aston Villa. And
Louis, not Lewis.
Louis Barry, whatever. Louis Barry, you with your Brereton. Louis Barry could be off to Celtic by the looks of it. There, looks like that's where his destination will be. That one we were clearly talking about, I think, back in December, and we haven't heard anything since then. So it's not a surprise to say that one sort of found its way somewhere else.
Well, I think this has come about because Celtic were targeting Raul Moro, but he suffered a collarbone fracture, which rules him out. He's a Real Valladolid winger. I think I'm saying that team right. But basically, that's who they were targeting. That's who they wanted. But this fracture is going to rule him out for 3 months. So the chances of passing a medical are slim to nil. So I think that's where the whole U-turn and go for Louis Barry has come from.
Right. Okay. I mean, we hadn't really been linked with him in the past weeks or so. I think that was one of those early ones that everyone was talking about just before January came in. So there's not much news in terms of that one, apart from that looks set to be going to Celtic. If you're a keen eye, because Mike was sort of asking me, who are these two on the thumbnail as we start this here. But the two that we seem to have been linked with in the past 24 hours, it looks to be from the Sunderland Echo. There was one of those at the football fan cast, as well as a 67 Hall Hail Football League World. So I'll start with one of them from Oxford United. Looks to be a Tyler Gooderham, I think is how you say it. He's got an E missing, but it's Gooderham for around about 15 million again for a player who's 21-year-old. I think he's got 7 goals and 3 assists this season. So what would you make of that one?
I mean, it's the first time hearing of it, and I don't know. It doesn't feel like Oxford's the team you're going to be splashing the cash from a good player on. I'm just pulling up his stats here, but I'm 402 erroring.
I know what you mean. It's one of those. If we're looking for Premier League as the end of our goal for the end of this season, we want someone either with experience of it or coming from that division. Now I know that Louis Barry wasn't going to, and neither is Tyler Goodrun, but I know what you mean in terms of it doesn't sort of get you sort of thinking, right, well, this is going to be our new striker. There was talk, I saw this on Twitter, this isn't any rumours, where people were saying that much for Cannon when he doesn't even play in the Premier League. Why are we risking that? And it would feel a very similar sort of amount of money, similar reason for the amount of money with Tyler Gooderham. Do you not think?
Yeah, and I think the problem we've got is we've set the bar high, right? Because we've got Lafay. Got Lafay. They were singing it, weren't they?
Yeah.
And then everything else seems a bit like he's in what position is he actually down as a forward? And then in 25 matches he's had 3 goals.
Okay.
We've got forwards like that.
I know.
Why sign ourselves another Rusyn? I don't like this one. I don't
mind the player or the sort of the age and that. It's that amount of money that they're talking about. The links from, like, say, Echo.
The stats don't back up the money.
No, exactly. And I don't know if they're just doing it. He's young in English potential. I assume he's English.
Let's go back. League One, 23 to 24, 43 matches, 8 goals. 22 to 23, 36 matches, 3 goals. This is not a goal scorer.
No, and the amount of strikers that we've been linked with in January, you've clearly seen that is their target now, a striker, And I don't want to dig him out because I love Isidor. We clearly feel like we still need a striker especially from Burnley. So he's doing the business for us, but I think they also think we need to have competition, an option, someone else to play with him to really get the best out of him, I think.
Yeah, this for me. This is a mistake.
If
we're buying him, how old is he again? Sorry, I
21.
didn't see his age. It's not even a proper young
It's
investment.
the profile of what players we go for, just not the money to go with it.
Yeah. I'm going to pass on this one if I have the option.
If you have final say, I believe he comes to you. And then the only other one that we've heard is, so the other guy in the thumbnail is, I'm going to have to try and find it on here because his name is difficult to say.
Mattia Friggin. Or Friggin.
Yeah,
Mattia
Friggin.
Yeah. So I've got it here on. Sorry, I'll just take this one because I've already got it on the screen. I've got it here on Sunderland Echo. The pursuit of £12.6 million rated striker during the transfer window, and apparently we've reached a personal agreement with him. This is from the Sunderland Echo, but reporting this originally is the Belgian outlet Het Nieuwsblad, and they've said that we've agreed personal terms with him, which you can see on walfoot.be if you can read Belgium, French, or
Belgianese. Yeah. Does he have any any sort of stats records or anything like that for him there?
Transfer market is broken. It's completely broken. It's typical. But I have got it up here. It's not a source I usually use, so I'm feeling my way around it. But he doesn't look prolific. The market value by FOTMob saying €3.5 million. So I'm not sure where they're getting this valuation from.
They all seem to be around that price, don't they? Like, there's not much. Yeah. We're not going 3 million over here, 2 million over there. It's sort of. It seems to be we're just going right. We've got this much money. Let's just go for it, all out.
But he's playing regular for his team at the moment. Who's he with? I can't see the
Westerlos.
Yeah, that's the one.
He's Croatian, isn't he? I've loaded
Croatian
up his stats.
21.
So he's in the Belgian Pro League at the minute. He's played 20 matches, 6 goals, 1 assist, 6 yellow cards. Don't know why that bit's in there, but hey, maybe he takes his shirt off every time he scores.
Worth noting though, 6 goals, I get it, but 40 shots and 18 on target.
Right.
So he's averaging a shot and a bit a game.
Yeah.
But you don't know what team he's playing with. I'm not sure where the rating comes from. I do trust our scouts because they've got some great players.
Yeah.
But I don't know enough about him.
He's 21 as well, looking at it on here. And apparently we've targeted him in other windows as well. People are saying from this is Football League World that are mentioning this one on here. So I don't know if they're looking at everyone keeps saying, it's a statement of intent from Sunderland to do it. But I know what you mean because of the goal scoring, the XG.
Here we go.
It doesn't seem to. His XG is actually 5.97. If I understood what XG meant, that sounds like it would be good. I know when they talk about
somebody to the channel who knows this XG crap.
when I hear them talk about it in a negative way, it's always 0 point something. So the fact it's a 5 point something must be fairly
amazing.
Good. I don't know.
Total career. Here we go. Transfer market's working. Total career, 115 appearances, 34 goals, 10 assists.
Right, okay.
21 yellow cards. He likes his yellow cards. And that's only since 2020 he's professionally started playing. He's been all over to some weird random little clubs. I'm not sure how they're rated. Again, I don't know where they're getting these valuations from and these ratings from.
No, exactly.
He's in the Jupiler Pro League, you know what I mean?
He's in the Jupo Pro League.
Yeah. And then before that, he played in the Crocky Cup. I've not heard of any of this.
No. It's one of them. We'll see how it develops over the week there, but they're all strikers basically. So I think it's clear to see from that what our owner's plan is, that we need reinforcements in that area. So we would imagine that every other thing that you'd see over the next week or any movement would be striker related. You said you heard something about Isidor before?
Yes. Let me just pull that up. That striker, by the way, is a foot striker, so at least it's an option in the box, but 6 foot's probably not that tall these days. FLW, Football League World, are reporting that we could struggle to make Isidor permanent. Now, I know a lot of people thought that when we signed him, it was a right to buy or an obligation to buy.
Yeah.
But it's not. It seems that it's what's it? I'm sorry, I've got the article here. Zenit's asking price could be too high. The same journalist believes, as well as other clubs have taken an interest in the 24-year-old after seeing him thrive at the Stadium of Light. So a bidding war they may have to pay a higher price than expected.
So they're saying we didn't get a price locked in beforehand.
No.
And Zenit can move the goalpost depending on how well he does with us.
But the fee to buy the Frenchman is too high for them to consider paying, is what is in the title. So I don't know.
Is that consider paying now? Potentially?
At this stage, I think, yeah, because I think they've seen how well he's done and jacked the price up on us, basically. So not sure, because wasn't it like 4 million or something? Really
people
cheap?
Were saying that. I'm sure people had. There was so many different versions of Isidor's deal going around when he came over, and I suppose the only people who actually know this, Isidor, his agent, and the club, really. So I don't think we'll know until we're sort of stuck there with it. Yeah.
It's but I mean that would be a crying shame. We'll ignore the 2 penalties. Do you know what I took from the 2 penalties? Obviously, the fact that you don't put the penalty in the same place twice, and if somebody misses, get somebody else to take it. But the main thing I took from them 2 penalties, I know it's not a match review, is how much the dressing room and the other lads have got his back, and how much this club means to him already.
No, I agree, and it was clear to see that on there, and you could generally see he was obviously gutted about what had happened, and hopefully, I've seen there was a couple of daft comments like right after it happened on social media and that, but 95% of the fan base has been right behind him, going, it happens, unlucky. We know your head's and the heart's in the right place on there, and I'm sure you'll be better for it. You'll come back, and it'll drive you on to do even better for us.
Yeah. So I mean, fingers crossed. I think he's a good striker. I think he's still finding his place, finding our system. I think if he's got Lafay behind him, feeding him, he's only going to come even better.
Well, it was that one ball that Lafay played through at Burnley when he played him in on goal and he hit the post before any of the penalties as well, and that was an absolute worldie of a pass from Lafay to find him there. So
it was in from the left, wasn't it? And it almost curled around everyone to him.
Yeah, and if we're gonna, then those 2 will be great together. I have no problem with it. So
for a debut, Lafay's debut was
pretty
sexy.
Damn good.
It was sexy. I'm not going to say anything.
He even had a good shot towards the end that was just deflected narrowly wide when he hit the stanchion behind it. So good stuff. But that's I think the lot really for this week. It was a pretty slow week. Oh, hold on, one more.
No, not one more. I want to talk about outgoings. I know there's no rumours specifically of outgoings.
No.
But Mowbray's got landed. He's back in football. Good on you, Gaffer. Glad you've made a full recovery. He's going to be one of those ones that keels over on the sideline, right? He's never going to quit this game. But he's been appointed the head coach at West Bromwich Albion.
Yep.
Now, all I'm thinking is, lots of the lads loved him when he was here. Could he use that to his advantage and start poaching players from Sunderland?
Well, he did with Pritchard, didn't he? Because he was aware of the situations that were going on with him there. But I'm trying to think of anyone who he really played that isn't still, do you know what I mean, playing with us now. That
Does he like Bar? Was he friends with Bar?
That's the only one I can sort of sit there and go, did he play Bar a lot? And I'm sitting there going, oh, he did and didn't. But he liked Ekwa, I believe, but Ekwa's already out with an agreement in place.
And I think the ones he'd want, like Rig and stuff, West Brom just wouldn't pay it, and we wouldn't sell it to him.
He isn't going to get like Rig, Neil, Job, or Ballard or anyone like that, because even if they were to go, they'd be going upwards, not to West Brom, who I know are a very similar league position to us, but you would still think they would go, well, actually, if I was going to move like Jack Clark, at least I'm going to go to the league above.
I can see the likes of Roberts going, things like that. Some of the players that are pretty solid in the team, but not getting not going to be getting as much game time with these signings. So
you never know. That's a watch this space one, because he's only just come in the other day, hasn't he?
Definitely. So still hunting for a striker. I'm not impressed by these rumours, and nothing jumps out and goes, oh my God, let's get him.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the deadline. I believe it's February the 2nd, I want to say, if I have a look on here.
That's a Sunday.
Yes, I think it is a Sunday night. 2025. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it closes. No, it closes on Monday the 3rd at 11 p.m. I think we're playing Middlesbrough that night, actually.
Oh, we'll do a live commentary followed by roundup of the transfer window live.
I think we're playing Middlesbrough on the 3rd of Jan. Yeah, let me have a look here. 3rd of Jan, 3rd of Feb. 3rd of Feb. Let's just have a quick look. Yep, we play Middlesbrough away, 8 p.m. that night. So we'll be on while it's happening anyway.
Yeah, well, I think I'll do the live commentary. Something's playing. Sorry, advert started blasting in my ear from one of the news reports. No, we'll do the live commentary on that Monday, which will finish around 10, and we will flip over the studio and do the last hour looking at what transfers come in.
Yeah, I can't imagine there'll be a lot of deals, because it's always weird when a team signs players when they're playing. I imagine we'll get our business done early, but it's still a good idea to review the rest of the window at the same time.
You never know. You never know. The deadline minutes, the last hour.
So what we got, like 2 weeks to go based on that one? 2 weeks tomorrow?
Yeah, 2 weeks to go. Thereabouts. Yeah,
fair enough. Loads of time. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, stop right now. Like this video. Subscribe. That's all we want. We don't want anything else.
If you've made it 23 minutes and you're not subscribed, the problem's not us, it's you.
Yeah, or your mouse. Get a new one and click that subscribe button. So just do that when it really helps out. Mike, do you want to say your goodbyes?
Yeah, like Conrad says, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that lovely stuff that the algorithm likes. We've passed 900. We did that super quick with the last transfer video. So hopefully you'll get us to 1,000 soon. I've got a shirt to give away. Hopefully we'll have some other giveaways. And don't forget to join us as much as you can for our live commentaries. We'll do them for every possible game we can. So come and join us there. Even if you're watching it on telly, you can have us there for a bit of banter in the background.
Absolutely. Yep. Exactly what Mike said. And are you ready to press those buttons?
No. Yeah.
No. Right. Yeah. See you next time. Bye-bye now.
All right.